he blew like a .04, which is below the legal limit. So
The guy's not even really drunk.
he's not drunk. So they go ahead and they give him a blood test, which was legal in that jurisdiction, and he comes back positive for like 7 different things.
Oh, shit. That makes sense.
But, you know, they tested for everything. So one of them was like an antidepressant. One of them was an antipsychotic. Very needed. Right? That was definitely needed. So not everything in there was a controlled substance. There were a couple. There was like marijuana, cocaine, Xanax, Ambien. You know, there's a handful of stuff in there that were controlled substances, but they were at kind of lower levels in the blood that you wouldn't necessarily associate with impairment by themselves. Synergistically, they might have had a hell of an effect. So the state goes ahead and is trying to get the blood test in, but the thing I noticed is that they never had the person who drew the blood testify as to how the blood was drawn, and they didn't do that by affidavit or anything. So I objected because they weren't able to lay a proper foundation for the blood draw to get in.
Right.
So when this was actually a bench trial, all right, and so when it goes to the finder of fact, she's like, I've got some weird driving. I've got somebody with obvious psychological issues. I have a .04 and no controlled substances from blood draw because it wasn't admissible. Not guilty. And I was just like, what? You know?
He got away with the Speedo?
He got away with the Speedo.
It's amazing.
I was absolutely shocked. That was, you know, one of. Sometimes you win cases that you don't think you're going to win because he wanted to go to trial, and I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, my God.
You know,
I think half the trials that I've won, I told them, don't go to trial.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think that's a good idea because.
Well, it's
you know,
never really that good of an idea.
No.
It's always risky, you know? Like we talked about last episode with Johnny and everybody. Like the deck is stacked against us no matter what, you know? Throw in some facts like that. Throw in a video of a person like face planting or puking on a cop or hitting.
I had somebody throw up on a cop's shoe during the.
Oh, I've seen many throw up videos. Many throw up videos.
I had a.
The DUI videos are some of the most entertaining things I've ever.
Oh, they were awesome, especially when you got the old video cassettes.
The video cassettes are great. You had to wait for them. Remember? You had to wait and go pick it up at that little office there, and then you would be like eating popcorn. Like people like sitting hunched over your shoulder watching the videos. They were amazing, dude. You know.